that they're accusing others of doing. That is judging people, categorizing people based on the way they look. I honestly don't understand it. So we literally just heard somebody generalize about how so-called white people think, what white people were complicit in. Isn't that what we aren't supposed to do? Is judge a person based on? I'm sorry.
Are you all white people?
Do you mind if I finish, or do you have some?
No, but I'm just asking you a question. Are you all white people?
Are there any pencils in your house?
Are you the collective of white people?
Let me help you.
Nobody's
Take out your little pencil, jot down your questions, and I'll take them at the end of my thought. Is that okay to you?
Well, she was moved down because I told her 1,000 times to remove my policy.
Oh, she had an impulse thing. Yeah.
So you guys can bring her back up if you guys want, but she has to just show a little decorum.
So what we heard is somebody doing the exact thing that we defined as racism, which is categorizing people, judging people, telling people what they think and what they say without ever having met them because of an impression that they got off the internet. There should be another word for judging people, not even by the way they look, but by how they appear on a social media app like Clubhouse. Because it's the most absurd and embarrassing and juvenile kind of prejudice, racism, judgment,
Let me ask you a
projection.
From what you're saying,
yeah,
and I agree with what you're saying, do you find it to be a bit hypocritical of some of the things that are being said?
Yeah, precisely. That's what I was trying to point out. Yeah, it's silly and hypocritical, as you said.
Can I ask a question?
Hold on 1 second, I'm going to come to you next, I promise. But let me say good morning to Pockets, not only one of the hottest women on this app, but probably one of the smartest people.
I love Pockets.
I love Pockets. Everybody loves Pockets.
Yeah, I hope everyone had a heavenly.
Not the white queen.
I hope everyone had a heavenly. How you doing, Nina? I think it's really important because I'm from Philly and I live right near Kensington, so I think it's really important to recognize the one.
You live in Kensington?
I did. So I literally saw the war on drugs destroy my city. But I really think it is important to realize the one drop rule still does exist, especially in the eyes of the government. I believe the government isn't too educated on what is considered, an immigrant or whatever is considered what type, and I'm sorry to say this, but what type of black someone is, right? If they see someone who just is a slightest bit darker than a white person, they're going to consider them black. They're not really going to consider them mixed. On paper, they might. But we know why they do that. But when I feel like when white people see mixed people on the road, they just instantly think they're black. I don't think they want to understand what type of mix they are, what type of black they are. So we do got to remember that does still exist. And the idea that.
See why she's a white queen.
But I used to be, so against this, BT. As you know, back in the day, I used to be so like, oh my God, I'm not guilty of shit. I don't owe anybody shit. Like, I used to walk around thinking like that.
Yeah, you have some crazy characters.
And now you have. And so
Great work, Pockets.
I work in healthcare, so I'm starting to see, the discrimination and the, just disrespect of mixed people and black people in my industry. And I don't think that it's fair to say that it still doesn't exist when it was literally embedded in the creation of this country. I feel like you can't get rid of the roots, no matter how hard you try.
I'm laying on the ground right now.
Well, Pockets,
Yeah.
I think you and I will agree that America is a white supremacist country. Has been since its birth. But I have two questions for you.
No!
I bet you not. Adams, you done brushing your teeth? Adams?
He's flossing.
Nope.
He's
All right,
flossing.
Thomas, are you there, Thomas?
Loud and clear. Go ahead.
So you and I have been around each other for a few years, and I'm not trying to poke the bear, right? Because you and I always had.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Speak your mind, bro. I'm not
So
scared.
have you gotten smoke on this app because of your PTR?
Of course.
Do you get called a coon because of it?
I get called a looking for more things than just my PTR.
Thank you. Who had the question? Was that Nina?
No, that was
No,
Nine.
Oh, no, I got it.
BT. BT, are you the same BT that goes into King 6 rooms by any means necessary?
The same what? I'm sorry.
Are you the same BT that wins King 6 rooms by any means necessary?
Yeah, I go to about once a week.
Okay, so I think you're the same BT who about a week ago said I was obsessed with white people.
No, I said you worship them.
You just called Pockets twice a white kid. White queen. Thank you. Thank you. I just want some clarification.
Put him on
It's a real world example.
Someone called me.
I called her that, and she showed you right after
All right,
I said
put me in
it
the
that
queue.
she earned that title.
I'm screaming.
Just real quick,
Calling her that because she actually fights against white people to help black people. So that is how she earned her white queen status versus you defend white people, period, even when they're wrong and racist. So it's two completely different things.
Ladies and gentlemen, I guarantee you he can't.
Thank you.
Well, let me jump in. Let me jump
He
in.
can't cite one example of me defending white racists when they're wrong. I guarantee you.
BT, you and I have been around each other for a while. You know, I don't believe I'm a racist, but other people will call me some of my views. But I'll say this, man. Nice put me on blast and corrected my ass many, many times.
Me too, when I was in my liberal days, or when I was in my conservative days. No.
So, you know, Nye has definitely set my ass.
He changed the picture.
Get Nina.
No, he changed the picture already now.
But BT, you said that Pockets fight for blacks.
Oh yeah. My question was for Paul.
Hold on a second there.
No,
Hold on, Nina. Give him a second. He's a mod. You was quick to hop off your mic when somebody brought up Rachel Dolezal, who was working for the NAACP, helping black people. You just discredit her.
No, I didn't. That
Makes no sense.
It wasn't me.
No, that was me. That was me, Kay. That was me. Good morning, y'all.
That's right, Kay.
All right, everybody, hold on. Everybody, hold on. BT, hold on, please. Adams, good to see you. Happy and healthy Thanksgiving to you and your family, bro. Always a pleasure to have you in my space.
Thank you.
This is why we forget.
Happy Thanksgiving to you as well.
Thank you, Adams. So, Adams, we were touching on biracial, and I believe you're biracial, correct?
That is absolutely correct.
So,
I'm probably more Italian than you, Jay. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Why do you feel that it's such a polarizing subject in both communities, white and black community? I mean, do you need to have an identity?
I mean, here's where it is. Going back to.
You live in LA.
I do.
I know. I can hear your
Yes.
voice.
Yes, born and raised Orange County, California.
Okay, OC.
11 years ago, love it. Shout out to the OC. You know, I will say this, as a black person that you know has a father that grew up during Jim Crow, and you know used to see the strange fruit that hung from the tree. I can understand why a lot of people want to delineate.
The strange fruit that hung from the tree?
Even if you look at who incepted Jamaica and, the founding fathers of Jamaica, those are not most people. I think that Kamala, on both sides of her family, have more in common with Punjabis than they do with Black Americans. And I think that it's important for Black Americans to be able to openly discuss and to delineate, when there is a person that is trying to attach themselves to our identity in misrepresenting our said identity and, advocating for our said identity outside of being a part of that identity themselves.
No, I need you to speak clear English. I need you to like say it like you mean it.
A wolf in sheep's clothing is not going to advocate for sheep. Okay, that's what I'm saying. So
I can read between the lines, but
at the end of the day, listen, I feel like Black
At the
Americans
end of the day,
congressional caucus.
they like to say
law
in the clown house way,
purposes of
you need to delineate
allocations of education funding and an appropriate outlook as to who is employed in America and who is depending on whom. So I really feel like these things are important, at least to me as a Black American. But to say that, Kamala Harris and, Barack Obama gave Black America representation, I just feel like that's disingenuous. And disingenuous and culture is disingenuous.
Hold on, BT. Let me do a quick room reset, then we'll get back to the conversation. Guys, this is unhealthy debates.
Very unhealthy, extremely stupid, and a total waste of time.
Latino people. I'm surprised nobody's voted Latino. Let me say good morning to DWI Music. Good morning, Jay. Good morning, Bree, Chris, Casey, Sid. Good to see you again. Shay, haven't seen you in Let me finish my reset. My reset real quick. Guys, if you have a pink ticket, please cash it in. This is a great space, great place. Michael, cash it in. D-Lock, Tam, Rodney, cash in your tickets. I'm going to hand the mic over to Elton Norbo.
Just briefly, JP, thank you. I agree with everything you said. I just wanted to say to Adams, you said in passing that your father saw the strange fruit hanging from the trees, and that's such an important image. I bet a lot of the younger people, not that you're not young, I know you are, you're just educated, tell them what strange fruit was so they understand the importance of that image.
Adams is 65, by the way.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, Black people being lynched. So, I mean, and Black people being lynched, and, when you talk about hitting from home, that was the time that my dad spent on our farm in Tennessee. So, I mean, it wasn't that long ago, it was not that long ago. So I just think that, as Black Americans have this conversation as far as, where our current state is in America, yeah, there have been some changes and there has been some progress. But at the same time, the historical context from our identity and its roots, and the trauma is not too far, long ago. It's just simply not. So, I mean, I don't know. I remember even growing up in Orange County, there was, sorry, Jay, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry to cut you off, but because there was a thought that was triggered. I touched on it earlier, right? It's just my belief. Steve, I see you.
Fun.
Did you hear what I said? Or no? Was I the
No, I think I heard you. I think I heard what was important.
No, I said like in a weird way. Even arranged marriages, they sound a little twisted, but sometimes they can be really good because if the families can get along with each other, that means they were raised with the same values that your family has. And you carry yourself.
I heard you, yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
It's okay, Rafi.
I need my coffee.
Oh, Rafi.
I'm flying to Starbucks. My Starbucks had no power. Pretty sad. What you are placing on the table is understanding that Perez, Haran, Ram, Aminadab, Nahshon, Solomon, Boaz, and Obed all came from Levi. Right? So we know they all came from Levi and not Judah. Would that be fair to say?
Yes, I believe they're all Levites.
Okay. And do you believe that Judah is from Levi?
No.
All right. Perez is one of the immediate children of either Levi or Judah.
Drea PTR. What's going on with Drea PTR? Drea, stop it right now. It is Thanksgiving Eve.
No, it's not. It's Black Friday. Or whatever. The politicians are not. They're not solving the problems. They're raising their next campaign finance dollar.
Hey folks, I just want to. I get that I probably would tell people to take this offline, but Lord Chinga, can you just tell me really quick, just budget, number of attendees, and type of venue, because I am on my walk right now, and I know right now I've got a little bandwidth to look around and see what I can find, and even maybe talk to a person or two to help out with the presentation venue you're looking for. However, without that, I have, I would be sort of shooting. It would just be a lot of energy spent.
It's called Google search, bitch.
Most
Still a broke ass motherfucker, because as soon as my car payment comes up, I'm gonna have $100 after insurance. How hard was that, y'all?
I'm a brokey. Like, I don't.
I'm shameless about it.
You want to get the craziest shit I was accused of one time? Somebody said, remember when I first posted like the pictures of the ultrasound before we had the baby? A couple of people who I guess have problems with me on the other side of the app were all saying that like the baby was fake.
Oh my God. Why would you lie about that? The baby was fake.
Yeah, I was like, that's the craziest shit I've ever heard. That's funny as shit.
Who said that?
Just some people who have like an issue with me from the rape.
About every single thing. So why you are being treated differently to me, I don't understand why. And Christianity Sundays holiday and Judaism.
It's only this. It's still the first day of the week. The only reason why we observe Sunday is because to the Sabbath he rose. Right? So.
Brother, you mentioned each and every Christian's state is like the God.
He's got to have somebody and help. Got to have somebody come in and do things. It's not acceptable to just let her lay there in pain. So that was just really hard.
That is just, my dad had this, when my mother died, he had this attitude.
Pope John Paul II, now a saint in the Catholic Church, he was asked, this was before 9/11, right? This was in the late 90s. And he was asked at that time by someone who he received in a private audience, well, so what's the greatest threat right now that Christians should be attentive to? And he solemnly put up his finger and he just said one word in his low, deep voice, Islam, he said. And I think that now this is becoming clearer and clearer. Christians need to unite in our awareness of the dangers of this and need to start speaking up. I was just at a big pastors' gathering.
I'm talking about in front of my eyes, something I can physically stop, not something that's on the TV.
You can do things physically with.
Alright. I ain't gonna lie. As soon as a bitch say her nigga call and I get quiet.
Don't ever do that. That's what I'm saying. Don't ever say no bitch not fucking. Cause nigga, hey man,
She can stay on the phone with that nigga long as she need to. When he get off that phone, that's what they fucking do.
you know you had to pay for that toll.
Man, that's you can't be rich. Fuckers on that whatever dollars word. Good.
Yeah, shout out to the rich niggas, man.
Fuck that little ass shit.
Goes to the deepest and darkest place, you know. And I think Todd and Kenny would probably just like invite people into the bedroom. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I mean, I just think they probably was just into, inviting people into the bedroom. You know what I mean? And
Getting this hoe having a good time. Like, I'm not trying to talk to y'all niggas. I hate, bro. I ain't got kicked out so many rooms like that. Y'all niggas. What the fuck?
Well, you come in a room and like all the niggas on you and shit, bitches get 10 that want to stop her.
Now you can't even speak to him. When I speak to him, you already drop his bottle. I'm like, goddamn. I come in, I speak to the whole room, just how I went off on old boy. Like I come in, I be, hey everybody, hey to the women, bitch. It ain't no beef. So I'm giving you The option to know that it's cool right now ain't tripping. So the moment that you put your lip on me, bitch, I'm finna take you through there.
Yeah, I don't do this shit no more, because I feel like bitches, motherfuckers speak, motherfuckers don't speak back. If you speak, bitches be acting stuck up.
Now I don't kiss your ass, but I did speak now, so
I
nigga.
I say, hey y'all. If I say, hey y'all, I don't hear shit else, because I spoke to everybody else.
இண்டிபெண்ட் ஆகல அவன் எல்லா சைடும் போய் கட்சிப்பு போட்டு வைக்கிறான், துண்டை போட்டு வைக்கிறான்.
இல்ல அவங்க வந்து பச்சேந்தி மாதிரி நேரத்துக்கு தகுந்த மாதிரி தன்னை வந்து நிரப்பாங்க.
العظيم أنا ما بعرف إنه كيف حصل حرب في السودان.
والله يا صاحبي الله يعني ما عارفين ذاته بالضبط كده، لكن ربنا يصلح الحال كلها
These and people hear about like people niggas are delusional too. Like let's not say women are delusional. No, they're not the only ones. Like it's to each his own. You know what I'm saying? It's just to each his own.
It's a lot of delusional niggas.
I'm sorry, I just remembered that one part of it.
It's my daughter's older brother and then my uncle's youngest son.
But my son were level 2 also from.
Silas is still in.
20 when it first came out, yeah, that bitch bad. But it's a whole new count. Like my shit was,
Mine.
Get it repaired or replace it.
And I have a magnetic charger. Because in the past I had experiences where that charger port, from jiggling the cord and whatever and falling off and whatever. So I have I use a.
These people are not going to do that for you. So what is your next move? What is your next move?
We really need to get respect from what people? What are you even talking about? What are you talking about?
That's what you're saying. You're saying
biracial. Yeah, shit weird as shit. That's why I said people ears effectively hear what the fuck they want to hear, bro. That's why we moving the way we're moving, bro. I said we need to make black the umbrella, the shield, the sword, just like the white people have done. And motherfuckers here, whatever he's saying, he's saying this. I think he's saying that. I'm not gonna listen to the words he's saying. I'm gonna feel like he said this. But we need to be white.
You're not listening to me.
We need to be white.
Getting it. But it's okay. People like you.
What do you want me to get?
Because there's certain black people that know what the fuck I'm talking about, and shit works for them. So if you want to be that person that want to sit there and think that everybody want to be white, no, that's not the game. The game is we're already in it. I'm confused on why you think we're going to step back. White people aren't stepping back for black people. So what are you going to do now is what I'm saying. Are you not hearing what I'm saying? Are you not hearing what I'm?
White people aren't stepping back.
No, because what you're asking for is for white people to acknowledge you. So then you can get what? Your black respect? I'm confused on what you're asking for.
I'm asking for the people who have been wrongly labeled, who have been hoarded into a box, who have been brain damaged, scarred, raped, and pillaged to stop suffering from Stockholm Syndrome. Stand the fuck up, get some self-worth, and name yourself. Dummy. And that dummy wasn't to you. That dummy is to the inner dummy of every person who don't get it.
What name?
No.
What name? What's the name?
We need to figure